The world champion is on the defensive against Vincent Keymer. He looks up, he pauses the clock, he calls the arbiter and says it's 50 moves rule here, and the arbiter agrees it's a draw. Gukesh saves the draw against Vincent Keymer in the classical game in round 1 of Norway Chess. It's time for Armageddon now as Vincent waits all alone there for the battle while Gukesh is with his trainer Gayevsky as he gets ready for the clash. He nods his head and Gukesh seems to be in good spirits. The classical game was very exciting as Gukesh had his chances, then was losing, but eventually drew, and now he'll have the white pieces and 10 minutes while Vincent will have black and 7 minutes. A draw is fine for Vincent while Gukesh is in a must-win scenario. A handshake and off we go. Pawn to e4, e5, knight comes out to c3, and Vincent pauses a bit because generally at top level you always see the knight coming out to f3. Knight to c6 played, and now will Gukesh go for some weird lines like f4? Maybe it's a bit too much. He plays his bishop out to c4. And knight comes out to f6, attacking the e4 pawn. We have d3 and bishop b4 played, pinning the knight. And Gukesh, well, one move is knight g2. You can also play knight f3. f4 is a bit too much, I feel, because of d5, which is a very nice strike in the center. So knight e2 makes sense for Gukesh to bring his knight and then prepare castling, also bolster his knight on c3. He plays it, and d5 played by Vincent, moving quickly here. He knows his opening, knight d5, and now castles, so there's pressure on the d5 knight. And well, one way to continue here is bishop c3, bc3. The other is knight takes c3, takes, and bishop d6. This time it's Vincent who starts to think here and just making sure that he has his opening well prepared here, and he plays it as per plan. He takes on c3, pawn takes, and bishop d6 is the most natural move, and Vincent plays it. Okay, for Gukesh now, the most one way to play is like knight g3. f4 is the other idea, and he pushes his pawn to f4. If pawn takes, you take back with the knight. Also, castles might not be the best move because f5, f6 could be very dangerous. But Vincent is thinking he takes on f4. It's a risky decision, I must say, because you can see that the rook and the bishop are lined up on f7. He takes, and now black castles. One problem is if queen h5, which is the most natural move, knight e5 hits the bishop and prepares bishop g4, which traps the queen. That is insane. That's why Gukesh goes d4 and he takes control of the e5 square. And Vincent now brings his queen to h4, which is a slightly surprising move, but also a very nice one because it stops white queen from going here. g3 played, hitting the queen. Suddenly the queen does not have too many squares to go to. If queen g5, you have knight e6 with a discovered attack. And if queen f6, then once again knight e6 is strong with another discovered attack. Queen e7 would allow queen h5, and so the most natural move here is queen g4 in order to trade the queens. And once the queens are traded, I would say Vincent is out of the woods. His position becomes very fine. And so Gukesh quickly brings the bishop. Queen goes back to d7. And now the question. Where do you go? One move is knight to h5. And this knight, which lurks around the black king, is always very dangerous because it looks at the f6 square, it looks at the g7 square. It's a dangerous, dangerous knight. And Vincent looks up to just see how many moves have been completed, because 1 second increment starts after move 40. Knight h5 played by Gukesh. And just imagine if you make a waiting move like a6, bishop h6, what a move, because takes knight f6 check and you win the queen. So clearly bishop h6 is on the cards. It's a deadly move here that Gukesh has, and Vincent Keymer must tread very carefully. I think a natural move now is f6. I understand that you don't want to weaken this diagonal, but it is a safe move because now bishop doesn't work. I take knight f6, rook f6. The other move is f5 in such a position. Maybe going back bishop e7. But Vincent getting ready for his move. One thing that could be tempting is queen h3. He plays it, but it's a mistake. It's a big mistake. But the refutation is not simple. You know, guys, what the refutation is? It's insanely tough. The move is bishop h6. I'm pretty sure Gukesh is thinking about it. But after takes, your first intention is to go knight f6 check. But it doesn't win the game because king g7, there's no clear shot that finishes. Maybe there's queen d3 to threaten mate, but rook h8 defends it for the time being. The move here is after bishop h6, g6, queen d2, threatening a mate here, and it's impossible to save it. Now it's such a tough move. This bishop h6 takes queen d2. The reason why it's tough is because while we all can see the bar here clearly shouting as winning for white, Gukesh cannot see it. And so he has to trust his instinct that something has to exist here. He's thinking about it. He starts to focus in. And Gukesh is like, let me not make my move immediately. Let me just make sure I've got everything right. Because this is the key moment. And look at Gukesh. He's zoning in. Somehow he feels a little bit more relaxed in this tournament. Boom! Bishop h6. He finds it. And Vincent is surprised. He looks at the board and he's like, what? Is this working? I mean, he has to take. So if he doesn't, then he loses g7. Gukesh takes a bottle of water. You can see that Norway Chess has all their sponsors nicely placed on the table there. But Vincent Keymer, well, what choices does he have? He must take, otherwise he loses his g7 pawn. And so he takes it, and boom, queen d2. Gukesh finds this in an instant. He'd seen it. Queen h6 is coming, and now there's just no way that you can defend against this. Queen h6 and queen g7 is a mate. And Vincent Keymer, who's come fresh from such a big victory in Bucharest, Romania, is suddenly feeling the pressure. What to do? I guess the only way is to play f6. Once you take, play rook f7 or go back queen d7. These are the only options that are left in the position. And now Vincent Keymer plays his pawn to f6. Gukesh chops off the pawn on h6, rook f7 to defend against the mate. There are many interesting options now. Bishop c4 is met with bishop e6. Knight f6 may not be the best, but boom, he finds the best move again. Rook takes f6 is the move. You can't take. Queen g7 is checkmate. And Gukesh looks up to see the number of moves. 18 moves only have been played. Vincent Keymer, well, what move can he play? He's down to 55 seconds. He doesn't have time. His position is in ruins. And he's losing in many different ways. He goes knight e5, hoping for some thing, but he knows that he's already lost. Rook f7 is a great move. Well, d5 also wins. Rook a f1 should also win, but rook f7 you can't take with the knight, it's a mate. King f7 can be taken and a check, and would lead to a checkmate. And so rook takes, king takes, queen to g7 played. Gukesh, I think, has spotted the win here. King e8, and now you can take on e5 because d, I mean, there's no other immediate way to finish it. Knight f6 check is another, but d5 makes sense. Takes, check, king h1, and now knight f6 check and rook d1 coming in is just game over, and he resigns there. Gukesh beats Vincent in just 22 moves. What an incredible win by Gukesh there. He gets 1.5 points for this, while Vincent gets 1 point for the draw in classical chess. A great win for Gukesh.
Vamos. 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 Thank you.
Can you please sign?
He will come. He will come later.
This way. This way. This way.
Are you?
Oh, he's here. He will follow.
Are you going to the studio?
Yeah. We're going. No, not to the studio, but
To the wall. Yeah.
No, like I didn't know how to claim because I mean I was so stupid to not check once G3 was played. I should have just checked in the screen, but like when I checked already, like it was like around move 105. I didn't know how many moves were played before that. So like I knew 105 was like, I mean at least the starting position. So like I mean when I claimed it was the first time I claimed it was just random. I just wanted to try my luck. But the second time I already knew it was like 155. Yeah. So.
And then to go from such a wonderful defense to such a beautiful Armageddon game, do you take a good feeling into the rest of the tournament just based on this one?
I mean, yeah, it's a nice game, but like, I mean, it's just starting. Yeah. So, I'm also the classical. I should have used my chances, but also I was losing. So, I mean, kind of fair result. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to play some now Armageddon at the start so that I have experience with it.
You do realize how scary it sounds though, right? When you're saying that this is only the start after delivering such an Armageddon game?
I mean, this is the first round of the tournament. So.
Good luck to you, Gukesh. Thank you.
Oh, finally you did it.
Can I please get a picture?
Can I get a picture as well?
Thank you so much. Good game. All the best. Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Can I have a picture? Thank you. Thank you.
Take a photo with you holding this. It's supposed to be,
This is supposed to be me?
yeah.
Oh.
Maybe
Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
maybe it gives luck for you.